9 and Mornar of Montenegro are the visitors. One of the spiritual homes already of the Basketball Champions League, hosts of the finals in the past. Here's the schedule for Group C. 2 games already, narrow win for Nizhny over Brosa. Nymburk, big win for them on the road against Gaziantep. And then Tenerife in the nightcap game today against Mornar and Riga. And Peristeri will play tomorrow evening. Well, the great and the good. Coach Petrovic in the crowd. Here are the Group C standings. Nymburk with that win. Briefly, if you're a Tenerife fan, go to the top. You can see the problem for Mornar. They are 3 games back on the 4th place. Need wins, need to build on their last 2 victories, the last 2 games, back-to-back wins. Albeit a tough one at home last week that went to overtime. But they have talent. Talent's not the debate here. It's whether or not they can perform. Whether or not they can perform as a group. The one thing's never in question is that Tenerife perform as a group. Coach Musajevic brings the full roster to the Spanish island of Tenerife, with Belisha, with Pullen, with Needham, Sekovic, Lemir Marcotta. There is talent on this team. Their performances just can only be described as underachieving. They have lost 5 of their losses have been by less than 10 points, so they've been in games. Tenerife suffered their first loss of the season last week against Nizhny, who followed that up with the narrow win over Bamberg. And they had a huge win on the road in Andorra at the weekend in the Liga Endesa. So Mornar just, okay, there may be some old legs out there. 11 of these players are the wrong side of 30, but because of that depth, they should be able to manage that. Coach Iberostar really does have an added dimension of managing the legs of this team, but Tenerife is probably the worst team for Mornar to play because they're relentless in their defensive effort, relentless in their execution, and they are just one of the most consistent teams in Basketball Champions League history, going for their 8th home win on a row, which will be a Basketball Champions League record. 8 wins at home. No one's ever achieved that in a sequence. And they have got a chance to do it now, that on paper against a team that is lowly in the group should be straightforward. But this is Mornar. Mornar, a team that could, if they could build some momentum now, become a factor in this group as we go towards the playoffs. They've played each other 3 times in European basketball history. 2016 in the Champions League, then Basketball Champions League, 2 wins for Tenerife. Big win here, 103 to 57. Any repeat of that would not be a good news for Mornar. 81-74 in the game on game day 2, which again another less than 10 loss for Mornar. And a 15-point loss was the 2nd game in 2016. So Mornar trying to do something they haven't done in the Basketball Champions League previously, beat Tenerife. And Coach Chus Vidialeta at home here in Tenerife, comfortable with his group, especially as literally this is almost a completely new team compared to the team that was on the floor in the Final Four last year in Antwerp. Marcelino Huertas, the Brazilian-Italian passport holding point guard. This breezy stop for a moment to see Shishi Getinia, Andale Sharapara, and Jumano Atari, the three referees, the third team on the floor for this evening's game. Going back to Marcelino Huertas, 36 years old now, is just having a phenomenal season. Great fit for him with this team in Tenerife. Everybody on the floor is better where Marcelino Huertas is on the floor. Just gives you points on a plate, and he's playing in a rhythm that suits his attributes to this team. Uros Lakovic, the Serbian 2'13" big man, starts at the 5 for Mornar. Belisha, Ranez, Needham and Pullen. Strong lineup. Lukovic has really grown into this role. At least 3 blocks a game for the last 3 games in the Basketball Champions League, and that's a factor when you're trying to get some ring protection. Jacob Pullen, playing the 2 guard, was tremendous last week. Some of the issues they had late in the game was when he put the ball on the floor too much and took the guard spot. But just a scorer. Hello, Savic, vastly experienced coach, trying to roll out those old legs for Mornar and manage their legs and manage their time and get the most out of that group that has so much talent. Starting lineup for Tenerife: Huertas at the point. He used to start at the forward. Sashu Salin shooting the ball brilliantly at the 2 guard. Shermandini loves the opportunities that Huertas gives him, and Danny Diaz is doing a really nice job at the 4. The sum of the parts is bigger than the individual parts on this Tenerife team. That's down to this guy, Jesus Vidialeta, vastly experienced, just passionate about the game still, and his teams are better for his presence on the bench.
First of all, Danny, cheating also in the other. We know 11. 11. Yeah. Stay or even go up Lukovic. Fondo, because with Lukovic or begging up, there is no problem to help Fondo. Okay? The question is if he start here, but if he start here and go,
Well, not long now before tip. This crowd has great expectation on Basketball Champions League nights. They are used to winning. They are used to being in the Final Four. They are used to being one of the teams of the competition, and that is where they are this year. Only 1 loss in the regular season, and they are looking to get their 8th win in a row at home. Jacob Pullen, from his time in Barcelona, will be more than aware of what it's like on the island. Belisha also spent time in Liga Endesa, so there'll be no surprises here on the floor. Danny Diaz having a really nice I wouldn't say it's a breakout season, but having a really nice season. He's 26 years old already, but averaging just short of 10 points a game in the Basketball Champions League, having a great season. And the man for this team, Celino Huertas. So wherever you are, welcome to the island of Tenerife. Tenerife in the yellow, Mornar in the blue. Now Huertas will get Tenerife into the half court. Interested to see how they decide to guard Huertas. Well, they can't play behind the back of Shermandini, that's for sure. Shermandini gets a space. Beautiful find by Huertas. Look right on his back. And he'll go to the free throw line. First advantage to Tenerife is Shermandini. Knocks down the first. Needham, and this is how they should play. Needham at the point, pulling off the point, guarded by Salin. Gets the ball screen from Lukovic. They're going to call that as a offensive foul. Pulling just has to wait just that little second longer. Never quite got there. And there's Lukovic with 2 quick fouls in the first 27 seconds, and that just anything you were thinking about doing. But the great thing for Mornar is you just bring in another Mirza Bezic. Again, experienced in the ACB. Shermandini with the skyhook. Pullen has it. Sashu Salin will just be relentless with his guarding of him. Down at 10 already. Pullen's gone nowhere. Floats it inside. Bezic drops it inside. Belisha tries to get an angle. Gets challenged by Diaz. And they got where they wanted to get, but it was a little bit congested. Slovenian international. 34 now. Mirza Bezic. Again, another player with plenty of Liga Endesa experience. Sashu Salin. Great read on the screen. Saw the dive underneath. I can't believe that the scout says go underneath on screens away. The poor pass. Salin's going to follow it in for 2 from 2 from the three-point line. A 10-0 start for Tenerife. And your worst nightmare comes true if you arrive in the island to give them a 10-0 start. Needham just gave up responsibility. Salin punishes him. Back-to-back threes for the Finn. Timeout, Mornar.
Vamos esas peñas, venga. Todo el poder de Vigo, vamos, Canaria. Let's execute, man.
Let's go. Let's get back to the game.
Wow, from the first 2 fouls that were called on Uros Lakovic. From that moment, opening possession, Tenerife have got what they wanted, and Mornar have just been, well, let's just say not ready to play. Let's be polite about it. Needham trying to get them. Huertas doesn't let him settle. Nice pass. They get him on the lateral screen across the baseline. Belisha wide open. Nice feed. Got to finish the play. Just bounced out of his hands a little. And Shermandini arrived late. Bezic Right, it's down side. Bezic throws it down. I'd like to say he elevated, just stretched and threw it hard. They can just take care of it. Ball's knocked away. Shermandini recovers. Salin again. Can't go 3 from 3. Bezic gets the defensive rebound and gives it up. Belisa gets it early. Bezic, mid-range jumper is good, and Bezic has 4. All 4 are Mornar Bar's points. So much more purpose coming out of the timeout. Huertas. Shermandini will space and then screen. Wide open in the corner. Oh, they dodged the bullet then. Salin's had 2 wide open looks. Needham into the half court. Litsa will go on post. And let's get the drop. Shermandini with a rebound. Huertas at pace. Great cut. Wide open. Diaz for 3. Got it. Tremendous transition. Flattened off the defense by going low. Diaz spots up. Beautiful find. Open 3, 13-4. It's a joy. Tenerife's execution offensively. Litsa tries to go to work down low. Turnaround jump shot is short. Bezic, great rebound, poor shot. Huertas. Great feed. Got a whistle on the play. Salin's on the floor. That's a tremendous, again, it's the same play going the other way. Tenerife using the same play, small on big screen. Bezic just walks through Salin. Shermandini somehow holds on. Blocked by Bezic, big on big. Great play by the Slovenian. Ball in the lane, will go to the free throw line. Needham. Good push. Will have a chance to go to the free throw line. Mornar Bar getting into it. There's the foul. And the other end, Bezic says, no way. Bring me something a little better than that. Needham makes the first. A brains trust going on in the front row. And Needham 2 for 2. Mornar Bar have just established themselves a little bit in the game now. Huertas will take the handoff from Diaz, who flares. Huertas, the runner off the glass, is good. He has everything you need. You play the pass, he'll do that to you. Opens up for Needham, is blocked. Shermandini just owned the middle of the keyway. Too big, too long, too everything. Huertas takes the ball screen. Opens up, Shermandini's the recipient of another pass. Shermandini can't finish, and the ball will belong to Mornar Bar. Well, there's the block by Shermandini. Ball does go to Mornar Bar. Pulling picks and pops and doesn't get a look at the basketball at all. They go inside. There's a quick move to the baseline. And Shermandini gets away with doesn't get away with a push. The Shermanator, as he has been christened. This is quick from Bezic, gone. Nice move. Rolled back the ears on that, the 34-year-old. Belica drops it inside. It's a great feed. Bezic has 6. Mornar has 8. And Belica and Bezic doing some nice things already. Huertas turns down the screen. Now he'll use it. No, he doesn't. In the lane for the short 2 is good. Must be loving his basketball here in the islands. Needham finds Pullin. They've yet to get Pullin off a screen. Needham to the corner. And as for 3 is short. Oh, beautiful pass. Oh, Marcelino Huertas. Showtime in quarter 1. Shimandini has 6. Tenerife with the 11-point advantage. Belica, a little floater, doesn't get it. Time down the floor for 5 yellow shirts. Just got to find the open one. Great work by Needham. 3-on-1 break the other way. And here's blows the layup. Great challenge by Salin. The F reverse layup. In fact, Justa, sorry, with the layup. Sante Justa used the ring to protect the basketball. 21-8. It's been a phenomenal start by Tenerife. Pullin, who's had to play on the dribble. Gets to the lane, in the lane, floats one. And Shimandini made him take a tough one. Huertas is fouled by Reyes. They're going to take a look at the foul to see if it's unsportsmanlike. Well, to me, with the slow-mo, it's going to have to be unsportsmanlike because he looked to go ball side, but then there was no reach for the ball. He just grabbed the body of Huertas. Good calls by the official. That's what the rule's there for. Only everybody understood that's what the rule's there for. It's not about how hard the foul is. It's about how, is it a realistic attempt to play the basketball or an attempt to stop the break? Clearly on that one, a grab of the middle of the body. Doesn't matter if you're front on or not. Unsportsmanlike foul. Huertas pulling the strings again, takes the ball screen. Little ball fake, Pullin takes it. And Tenerife will shoot the 2. There's a belief issue now here for Mornar. They've got to find a way to work their way back into the game. And that's the problem they've had in some of their Basketball Champions League games. Their inability to absorb this type of beginning by Tenerife and work their way back into the game. There is an eternity left in this game. We're just 7 minutes in. Yep, they're down 24-8. But they have talent that can score in a hurry. But they've got to get down and play some defense. 2 from 2 from the line. and relentless nature of Tenerife. Gonna have to get it over, and just about do. Sahovic wants it in the block. Inside out, pull in. First time he gets a catch and release, and just shows you what he can do. If they can just run him off screens, he will get looks. If he gets looks, he's going to score. Hands in the lane. Sahovic down the lane. Gets the two. Tough finish. Back-to-back baskets for Mornar. Back to a 12-point game. They've really just got to knuckle down, work their way back in. Huertas needs a pass. No, he doesn't. Just leans back and drops the two. And he is looking in great rhythm. Foul as pull and turn the corner. Gabriel Lundberg with a foul. Never really got control of pulling as he turned the corner. Sahovic gets his feet set for three, is off, defensive rebound pulled in. And Huertas is sitting down, the three away on the break is just so well stroked. Open for three, just gotta make those, and does. Mark Cotter off the bench in the scorebook. Foul line jump shot is short, chance to run. Got to move with it though. Needham has it. And he is fouled mid-court. That'll be Tenerife's fourth foul. They're so disciplined defensively. Fewest fouls, fewest free throws against by any team in the Basketball Champions League. Just means you have to work for everything you get. Saw them play, pleasures to see them play at the weekend against Andorra Tenerife, and they're just relentless. Exactly how they've started the game here. Arcada has it knocked away. Stroke the three from deep, it's good. Lopez gets his feet set. And Alex Lopez steadies the ship. Last 7 seconds of the first quarter. Pullin has it. This one's going to go up somehow, one way or another. Ball fake, has it knocked away. Looks at the official. And gets a look. If they could kill, he may be dead on the spot. 33-16. Tenerife, superb in the first quarter. Have a huge advantage over Mornar. 71% from three, 5 from 7. Haven't missed a free throw. They've only missed 4 shots on the quarter. Well, these highlights just we'll leave you with these highlights while they're going through this quarter break. And it's just a succession of quality from Tenerife. Salin started it off with just knocked down a couple of threes. This was the second after the just crazy inbound pass from Needham. So Mornar will start the second quarter with the basketball. There's still 30 minutes of basketball in this game. They just need to knuckle down, get a foothold in it. They trail by 17 after the first, but that's because Tenerife were just unbelievably good. Zahovic trying to force one. Just got to knuckle down at this end. Nothing easy for Tenerife. Feet set, the three is short. Defensive rebound pulled in. Ross off the screen, tries to find a little separation. Floater off the glass is almost overcomplicated the world. Canote turns down the opportunity to attack it. Foul line jump shot. Well, they should have taken a foul line jump shot. That's the one big issue Tenerife may have here. They started so well. They may be a little too relaxed. Zahovic is in the block. Canote is going to foul him. Canote with the foul. Cannot come over the back. Zahovic's big body, strong, holds his space really well. End line. Waller skips it. Zahovic drops it inside. The little jump hook is good. Marcotta going to work down low. Canote doesn't look aggressive. Better defensive effort by Mornar. Trap on the sideline, the rotation. Chance to cut it to a 13-point game. Stop and a score is what the recipe for getting back is. Zahovic goes up. This time makes the two. And Coach Villarreal has seen enough. Does not want to see the momentum swing happen. Takes the timeout.
The team is again arriving. It's not to finish, it's to play the opposite side. Our motion, our random game. Hostia.
Venga, que seguimos, a ver quién se arriba, venga.
Baja esta mano y busca el balón.
Ritmo de la música.
Llevan 2 segundos. Si le tocas el balón ya no puede jugar. Te lo expliqué el otro día.
En este grupo, a ver,
No tenemos falta.
iniciativa, venga.
Coño. Si tocas el balón igual no pitan falta y la robamos. Si ya no tiran. En ataque, hostia, un poco de movilidad contra el blue, algún snake, contra el red, algún snake. Si no, pasar y jugar al lado contrario. Jugamos a pecho 2, vamos, 91.
See how they respond to the timeout. Going to try and reverse the basketball. Ball screen. Finds a little hole. Great rotation again, and they go a little overcomplicated. Ross gives it up. Marcotta. Off the ball screen. Gets in the lane, off the glass for 2. Great little period here for Mornar. They've got to keep consolidating though. This unit definitely playing more defense. Admittedly, Huertas is not on the floor. The short two is no good, but the rebound comes Tenerife's way. Open in the corner for three, and they stay with what they run. Get the reaction from the defense, find the open man. And Gielo, the young Pole, well, 26, not that young, but the younger Pole, strokes the three. Pinotti picks up his second foul. Shermandini's back. They go long, out of bounds. Right hand off the glass. They blow the layup. Poor decision, poor shot. And Ross takes one for the team. Tenerife will have it on the sideline. Shermandini with a foul line. Jump shot is good. Dos puntos for the Shermanator. 8 points personal, turnover. And Tenerife have steadied the ship here. And Shermandini off the bench, instant impact. The mid-range jump shot. Gets out on the break, throws it down for two, goes to 10 personal. And all the good work at the beginning of the second quarter undone. And mostly as Shermandini announces his return to the game. Shahovic moves it on. Long three is short. Ball's kept alive. Ross has it. Little hesitation. Has to step back so much. It's all Larzy one-on-one here for Mornar. 3-on-1 break. Doesn't need anyone else. Lundberg with the layup. 20-point game, and Tenerife respond to go on an 8-0 run to open out the 20-point margin here in the second quarter. Well, there's a number in itself that tells you how Tenerife have dominated this first half. 14-4 in fast break points. Ross. Got to respond at this timeout. Got to be closer at the half than they are now. Nolte blows the layup. Salvich gets down and they've got a 2-on-1, 3-on-1 break. Easy two. And Marcotta gets it back under 20. The three is off. Great box out. Besic comes down but gives it up. And Ross has it. Three from Salvich is long. And Besic is going to be charged with the offensive foul, which I think is a little harsh. Huertas, just to make matters worse for Mornar, checks back into the game. They have 42 points and there's still 4 minutes to go in the first quarter as Shermandini just takes the alley-oop and throws it down. Huertas is back. Shermandini gets another finish on a plate. 12 points for Shermandini. And they are clicking in a gear. Canate with a little bit of football. And we get another highlight courtesy of the Huertas Shermandini show. Oh, in traffic. Shermandini challenges. They're off to the races again. Shermandini runs the floor as well as he's ever run the floor here in Tenerife. And you would run the floor because Huertas is on the floor. Salin for three is long. Canote's on the glass. Big time rebound and the putback is good. And this could get a little bit scary for Mornar unless they make a statement at the defensive end. Needham has it. Needham. No one else has touched it until he gives it to Besic. Pull in. Quick release on the three, and he'll go to the free throw line. That is close to being a technical foul. You cannot really leave your hand on the hip of the man in the air. Ross and Coach Pasevich not really seeing eye to eye. He goes 1 for 3 from the free throw line. Great flare and great find. Salin on the dribble, drops it. Oh, what a finish by Shermandini. Gets to the far side of the ring and he just looks so active. Needham. Kicks it to the wing, wide open. Waller for three, doesn't get the roll. Now Huertas, what's he gonna orchestrate on this trip? And why wouldn't he find Shemadini? And Shemadini and Huertas are putting on a clinic. Pull it. And the offensive foul now, and Bezic picks up the other next foul and makes it 3. So just over 140 to go. A 25-point margin. And Tenerife, well, it's an exhibition almost of sharing the basketball. And Shemadini, Huertas, it's almost telepathic. Shemadini takes Tenerife on to 52 points. We still have a minute and a half to go. 18 personal. Pulling. Takes the ball screen. Needham goes down low. Itza goes to work. Little jump hook off the glass for 2. Huertas inside out. Yeah. Shemadini dives. Ball's knocked away as he just peels himself off the floor. Oh, Salin just about caught in there. He gets it away. Yeah. Salin will hand off. Huertas once. 8 seconds on the reset. Well, the crowd here in Tenerife, Marcelino Huertas, are developing a very special relationship. They are loving every single thing he does on the floor. Passion as well as the quality. His impact on this Tenerife team make him already make him an MVP candidate. 2 for 2 from the line. Certain symmetry to the scoreboard as Tenerife double Mornar's score, 54-27. Elisha is fouled. He'll go to the free throw line. Great execution. Does a really nice job coming off that block-to-block screen.
Primera falta personal, Boris. Tiros libres, con costa de pie. Jelisa, forward.
Goes 1 for 2. And we're in the last 20 seconds of the half, and this has been phenomenal. Tenerife, we can talk about how Mornar could have done X, Y, and Z, but Tenerife have just been outstanding. Literally outstanding. Great hands. Needham should and does get the 2. Now we have reached the half here in Tenerife, and Mornar came here with hope. After 2 wins in the Basketball Champions League, they arrived here looking to build. Tenerife have just had a half that's near perfect. They lead at the half, 54-30. Have dominated every aspect of the game. We'll leave you with those stats and highlights of the first half. That is worth savoring. We'll be back in 10 minutes.
Familia, vamos a recibir ahora con un fuerte aplauso a un combinado de jugadores del colegio Rodríguez Campos. A continuación van a disputar el partidillo del descanso. Fuerte el aplauso para ellos. Y ahora sí a la tercera juega dirigida a la canasta. A los jugadores de Rodríguez Campos, combinados jugadores divididos en 2 equipos. Y recuerden que sobre el parque tenemos a los jugadores del colegio Rodríguez Campos. Está la canasta contra el terreno. Acción del jugador de Rodríguez Campos. En el descanso del partido de la novena jornada de la fase de grupos de la Basketball Champions League. 54-30 vence Iberostar Tenerife al Mornar de Montenegro.
Some better looks. They have 5 3-pointers down in the game as Cousins pulls up in the mid-range. Doesn't get to Shaw. Thomas goes in and cleans up with the throwdown. And it's bounce pass to Justiz.
Goes in, throws it up, it goes! How did he make it? Adrian Banks got fouled, just threw it over his head.
Three on two break, just have to find the open man. McKissick, oh! Take that, says McKissick. Unless they can tick it over now, it's going to be undone. Sam Ross, watch out. Oh! Just spikes it.
Back to Franguera. And good hustle. Brandon Brown is going to fly in. Oh, he's going to get swatted by Konate. Not in this house, he says.
They attack the closeout, Hornsby. Oh, what a throw down! Keith Hornsby!
Brown now Banks off the oh, lovely pass! Stone throws it down. Tyler Stone with the finish.
What a rejection by Johnson. Misses the first, and they need to foul. They get it back for the three. Oh, it's good. The three is good. Marco Filippoli. That's why he was in the game. Zoltan Paul to make the two. Filippoli has made the three.
Pues vamos, venga, que se nos acaba el tiempo. El 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, tiempo. Fuerte el aplauso para despedir a los jugadores de este combinado que han estado en el descanso del Colegio Rodríguez Campos. Muchísimas gracias, chicos. Costa Rica y Mornar estamos a menos de 2 minutos para que comience la segunda parte.
Welcome back to Tenerife. Just coming to the end of half time, where the locker room for Mornar would have been an interesting place to be. Can you come back from 24 points down? Of course you can come back from 24 points down. This season's competition in the Basketball Champions League has seen many great comebacks already. However, against Tenerife, you have to be relentless because they will be. You have to find a way to compete. You have to find a way to get what you want, and you have to do it for the full 20 minutes. I'm sure that's what Mornar would be talking about. You've got to find a way to deal with Marcelino Huertas. You've got to decide on your poison. Are you going to try and make him beat you, or are you going to allow him to pass the basketball? Very easy to sit here and think about the various options. But Coach Pasevich really has to come up with some answers. He's going to have the use of Iberostar Tenerife at the start of this second half. Picked up 2 fouls in 30 seconds at the beginning of the game, and that didn't help because Giorgi Shemadini was just rampant in that first half. 18 first half points. Many on the back of some great work by Marcelino Huertas in shot right there. And Mornar have to start on the defensive end and have to make a statement right here, right now. Huertas wraps it inside. Shemadini goes with a hook. And Huertas won't thank him for taking the dribble, which takes away the assist option. Shemadini goes to 20 points, 8 from 10. Needham goes inside. Govic, little hook shot of his own at the other end. 213 going against 216 on the inside. There's a lot of length. Huertas uses the Shemadini screen. Takes the mid-range 2 and just buries it. Needham, pull it, backs out, takes a look at his options. A little hesitation, that's going to be offensive. They're going to call that blocking. Great effort by Usta. But that's exactly what we're talking about at the half. They are going to be relentless with their effort. That's Tenerife basketball. Vukovic finds Needham. Reverse it. Ranes is short, just can't get anything going. Needham chases it down. Pulling. Takes the ball screen. Drops it in, well, takes it behind. Vukovic does well to come up with it. And fights hard enough for it that Salin picks up the personal. Vukovic did well. The pass was behind him, underneath his waist. Did well to hunt it down. Isha can't get it to drop. Huertas in the open floor. Salin lines up the 3. Count it. The vision is unbelievable. Huertas just threw it straight to where Salin was coming to. It's now a 29-point game. Needham for three is good. They've got to get close enough for them to believe that they can get back in this. While it stays above 20, they're not going to believe. Turnover. They're going to have to call that unsportsmanlike. No genuine option to really steal that. Comes across the body. There's Needham pushing, and that has to be. There's no way you can get a clean look at the basketball. Suarez picks up. They're going to have a look at it. Here's Needham. Straight through him. Can't see how you can expect to be clean from this angle, because you're all through the player. Then again, I think the referees have been fairly consistent. And that's all you can ever ask. And Coach Videoret is going to ask the question, as would any coach. Needham makes the first. And the second. Big possession now. They can get the score here. Get it back to 21 or get it back to 22. Get it under 9, get it under 20. Still 7:44 to go in the third. Lots of ifs and buts, but you've got to hang on to the hope. Nice pass. Pulling for two. Blows the layup. Just a lack of composure. Got a finished place. Huertas skips it. Open three is good. And what should have been a 22-point game is back out to a 26-point game, 27-point game. And all it took would have been an open layup.
Segunda falta personal, Sane.
Needham takes the ball screen, looks to turn the corner in traffic. Again, the rotation is so intelligent, the rotation. Everyone, no one just crashes to the basketball. The help comes from the right place. Salin outside the three-point line, looks at his options, looks inside. Shamadini gets a touch. Super pass, Huertas has it. Little floater for two. Shamadini trying to clean up. And the ball will belong to Mornar. Pulling, catches, releases. No real rhythm. Nice fouls on the penetration. Three is gone, is long. Defensive rebound by Lokovic. Needham kicks. Reniers takes the ball screen. Stops, pulls the trigger for three, is long. It'll come down to Lukovic. Needham wants and gets. Great rotation. Salin read it. Little handle, skips it. Gets it back on the ball reversal. Shemadini wants, doesn't get. Salin pulls the trigger and makes it a 30-point game. It lines up the three and gets it. Shemadini for two. A little roll to the middle and the running hook. Been very, very positive for Shoshi Shemadini to this evening. Oh, Bleach has it knocked away. Lukovic is hunting it. He's on the floor. And we're going to have a held basketball. It's a long way down when you're 2'13". There's the steal by Salin. And they just left him alone. He's going to shoot the basketball. Goes to 50% from the three-point line so far this evening. Somehow finds its way to Jacob Pullen. Ness in the lane. Felicia for three is no good. Defensive rebound is pulled in. Chance to run. Wirtas has it. Open floor. Doesn't like the numbers. Pulls it out. Again, they're spacing and timing. Great job on the weak side. They turn down the ball screen. Shemilia, they hand it off. Wirtas gets his feet set. Fires the three. Is long. Lukovic comes down with a stat. Needham, nowhere to go. Great rotation again. Paulin scoops it inside, now one. Lukovic gets the two. This time he had his hands almost where the ball went. Bezic will come back in. Floater is no good. Ball kept alive. Hunted down. Sahovic. Sahovic has it. Pull in. Takes the ball screen. Lakovic. Nice pass. Felicia with the two. Three is no good, but he comes down with a defensive rebound. Needham has it, Pullen hasn't, pulls up. Can't get the three to go. That's blocked, which gets another positive stat. Needham takes the early ball screen and kicks. Pulling little runner is no good. Likovic is going to foul. Bezic now finally gets in. Likovic picks up his third foul. Lundberg tries to turn the corner. Stops, fires up the mid-range two, is no good. Bezic gets the defensive rebound. 25-point game, 1:44 to go. Needham. Is fouled on the three-point line. Smart play. Just stopped, took the contact. Will go to the free throw line. Makes it a 23-point game. What they wouldn't, if they could get under 20 before the start of the fourth quarter, they would be in a positive place. Lundberg gets it into the half court. Guerrero will go to the free throw line. Couldn't quite get the finish.
Second personal foul. Rose.
Ross comes off the ball screen, looks underneath, no pass, has to reverse. Waller checks in and Bezic has it. Is fouled by Guerra. They're going to put that on the floor. And it will be 2 shots to Bezic because they're in the penalty. There's the foul. Wow, we've seen more traditional hook shots tonight than I think we've seen in the whole Basketball Champions League regular season. Bezic, Shemadini, putting on a demonstration of how to play the old style 5. Second one is good. Great pass. Oh, they blow it. Yes, couldn't get the drop. Ross wants and gets. As it relieves the pressure. Release shot. Off the dribble, the 3 is good from Waller. And we're back at 20. So they're almost in the positive. If they can get a stop here. Lundberg has it. Trying to take as much out of this quarter as he can. And Mornar had a foul to give. Oh, nice pass. Oh. No time on the quarter. Lopez with the back cut. And their execution is out of the top draw. End of the third quarter. Iberostar Tenerife have a 72-50 lead over Mornar.
Ahí está el baile de la coreografía de nuestro grupo de animación arroba Playa de las Américas. Vamos esas peñas, vamos familia.
Start of the fourth quarter then, Tenerife have been superb for three quarters. Mornar tried to work their way back into this. They try by 22. Berg has it, comes off the screen, gets into the keyway, far side of the ring, gets the drop. Quick move, quick move. Sahovic has moved it on. Waller just mishandled it. Lundberg is knocked away. End line possession for Tenerife.
Personal foul. Number 24, Mornar, second personal foul.
Nice flare for the three, is short. Makata's on the glass, Bezic's on the glass, but they can't, neither of them can get it. Lopez gets it. Tough finish. Looks at the referee as to say, what do I have to do to get a foul? Waller is showing the baseline. He takes it, stops and pops the two and fills it up. Lundberg off the staggered screen. Wraps the pass. They look inside, turn it down. Turnover. 3-on-2 break. Well, they really do not do a great job. Sahovic gets outside the three, drops it into Makata, mid-range, turns it down. That's a great defensive effort. Lopez. But with the three, just fills it up. Guido shot the ball well this evening. Okada can't get the foul line jumper to go. Mornar will retain possession. As it's going up, is fouled.
Falta personal. Segunda falta personal, Morris.
We'll go to the free throw line. Well, right from the 10-0 start, it's been an uphill struggle for Mornar. This is the second. Oh, it's a super, super cut and finish. Hello, getting to the basket as well as shooting the three. Marcotta almost has it knocked away, does have it knocked away, recovers. No, he doesn't. Canate needs a pass, finds one. Well, Bezic just swats it away. Bloomberg sits. Goes up, is fouled, will go to the free throw line, has to earn them from there. But out of bounds, it's just... Gets to the far side of the ring and goes for the hook back. Two for two from the line. 6:30 to go. And Mornar will take the timeout.
Ese partido trascendental para la Copa del Rey frente al Herbalife Gran Canaria. Por eso vamos a ir ya calentando el ambiente. Vamos a esas peñas.
He's down. You are with the ball here. You are here. There. Marco. If they switch, if they switch, you make pass right away to him for easy basket. If they switch, if not, take the pass regular. Come on, guys. Come on.
Go inside, Salvage, nowhere to go. Finds Waller for three, it's short. Defensive rebound is finally corralled in. And the three is long. Defensive, offensive route stolen. The Hovic is down on the floor, knocks away. They have numbers. Cannot take. Decides to Lopez the basketball. Little flare off the screen. Canate turning the corner, gets to the foul line, drops it inside. They can't complete the play. Guerrero can't drop the two. .30 game, 5:18 to go. Ross, turnover, chance to run for Tenerife. Turned it back though. Bezic wants in the post. They're not going to get it there. Extra pass, wide open. Water for three. Got it. Oh, laying it up the other way with no defensive transition whatsoever. Used to just got out and ran and just no one got back. Turnover. Watch out, Canate's about. Drops it inside and they spread the floor. Foul line jump shot is no good. Whistle on the players. Tough two is no good. Defensive rebound. Hold in. Pull in Lukovic, Needham, check in. Lukovic will pick up foul number 4. That makes the first of the throws. What a bar in the half court. Inside to Marcotta. Well, for three is no good. Lukovic just extends, goes to the far side of the ring, is blocked. Pullen chases it down. Marcotta reverses. Quick take by Needham, drops inside. And Lukovic is trying to pick passes up off his ankles. These guys are making it hard for the big. Guerrero couldn't get the alley-oop. Needham. Off the dribble, Needham is long with a three. hunts it down. Canode, watch out. Drops it inside for the throwdown. Iberostar shows some hops. Goes to 13 personal. And Tenerife are just running away with this. Pulling. Arcota in the corner for three. In and out. Ukovic gets the offensive rebound, puts it on the floor. Will go to the free throw line. But decided to play with the guards and took it down. Off the down screen, Canode will hand off. Try kicks. Iberostar puts it on the floor. Backs out, has to fire it up with no time on the clock. Pulling comes down with a rebound. 1:30 to go in the game. Jacob Pulling. Needham does well to keep it in play. Waller with the three is no good. Ball is out of bounds, and Tenerife well, it's a great bounce back from the loss to Nizhny for Tenerife. Big win in the Liga Endesa at the weekend over Andorra, and a huge win just in terms of contributions from across the roster. The way they asserted themselves, Huertas and Shimadini were just unbelievable when they were on the floor together. The crowd were worried about how they were going to react to the first loss. They have no need to worry, and they can't complete the alley-oop as Guerra goes up. He's going to have to go to the free throw line. .32-point game. It's never been in doubt since the first minute of the game. They asserted themselves at the beginning, opened out the 10-0 lead. A reasonable response from Mornar, but never really got onto a real competitive footing with Tenerife. Pulling fires up the three, it's long. Star moves the basketball, Guerra. Thinks about, takes the three, is no good. And there's around a 2-second differential between game and possession, and I think we're walking this one off. Let's just put it this way. Tenerife, as Pulling just nails the three from downtown Tenerife to make it a 30-point game. Tenerife, different class, different level. Whichever way you want to talk this one out, Tenerife absolutely dominant. They win it 91-61, and they are back on track. That's 8 wins on the bounce here at home. The best home win streak in the Basketball Champions League history. And how fitting it's Tenerife, one of the spiritual homes of the competition. They go back to the top of the group. They're back in control of this group. And they are back as a major contender for the 2020 Final Four. Statistically, 58 and 43% against 44 and 29. 94% from the free throw line. Dominance on the glass. 24 assists. Shamadini had 20. Hardy played second half. Justa was good. Huertas, different level. At times, playing a different game to Mornar. When Huertas is at the point, this is a fun team to play on. So here's some highlights of what was just class by Tenerife. Shared the ball, 24 assists. Shot the ball tremendously well. Rebounded the ball and played defense just at a different level to Mornar. And Mornar have experience, they have quality. None of that counted for anything against the level of intensity and relentless way that Tenerife played the game today. It's always an excitement to come and watch these guys play basketball. Almost a completely new roster and a coach who has got them on the same page so quickly, but he did some great business in bringing Marcelino Huertas to the Canary Islands as Huertas pulls the strings and leads Tenerife to some great things this year. The expectations in 2020 must be very high on the island, and quite right too. Tenerife will go into the Christmas break for the Basketball Champions League in an incredibly strong position. As Pullen fired it up from the halfway line for the three when everyone was walking it off. So that's a great performance by a great team who are really in a good place. Going to look at the group standings. They go back to the top with an 8-1 record. One game to play tomorrow between Peristeri, who have a chance to go back into the top four, and Riga, who desperately need a win. Great night of basketball. Join us tomorrow for more action from the Basketball Champions League. It's the last game before Christmas for these two teams, so enjoy the festive break. Look forward to some great Basketball Champions League action in 2020. Check it out on the app. Get all the information you need. Schedule, stats, and highlights. It's all there for you to enjoy. Normal provider for your apps. Enjoy it. Enjoy the break, and we will see you for Basketball Champions League action in 2020. Goodbye for now.